My name is Jacqueline Longoria and I'm going to present the Bauhaus Art. The Bauhaus movement is one of the most important artistic movements of the 20th century because it completely transformed the way we understand art, architecture, and design. It emerged in Germany in 1919, right after the First World War, during a period when Europe was undergoing physical and cultural reconstruction. It was founded by the German architect Walter Gropius, who aimed to unite different artistic disciplines into a single school. This school was called Bauhaus, and its main locations were Weimar, later Dessau, and finally Berlin. During the 20s, Bauhaus reached its peak development and became a global center of innovation that influenced design worldwide. To understand the importance of Bauhaus, it is necessary to consider the historical context in which it emerged. After the First World War, Europe faced economic, social, and emotional crises. Many people were searching for new ways of living and building a more functional society. In this environment, Bauhaus proposed a revolutionary idea. Art should not be elitist or purely decorative, but useful, accessible, and functional for everyone. One of the most important principles of Bauhaus was the union between art and functionality. That means that every design object had to be beautiful but above all useful. The focus was not on decoration but on purpose. Another key principle was simplicity. Bauhaus artists reject overly decorative historical styles such as Baroque or ornamental modernism. Instead, they use simple geometric shapes like circles, squares, and triangles. They also focused on industrial production. Their goal was to make art reproducible so that well-designed objects could be accessible to more people, such as furniture, lamps, or functional buildings. The Bauhaus style is easily recognizable due to several characteristics. For example, the Bauhaus used the straight lines and geometric shapes, primary colors such as red, blue, and yellow, absence of unnecessary decoration, functionality over aesthetics, and integration of art, architecture, and technology. This style was not limited to painting or architecture. It also influenced graphic design, furniture design, and everyday objects. Bauhaus was not only an artistic style but also an innovative educational school. It taught that all artistic disciplines were connected. For example, an architect should also understand painting, sculpture, and industrial design. Students began with a basic course where they studied color theory, composition, and materials. After that, they specialized in workshops such as carpentry, metalwork, ceramics, typography, or architecture. This teaching method was very modern for its time because it broke the idea that art should be learned in easily files. Several highly influential artists and teachers worked at Bauhaus. One of them was Paul Klee, who explored color and abstract forms in a very creative way. His work combined theory and emotion. Another was Wassily Kandinsky, considered one of the pioneers of abstract art. He believed art should express emotions through colors and shapes rather than realistic representations. Also important was Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, famous for his phrase "less is more." His architecture is known for its simplicity, elegance, and functionality, and it greatly influenced modern architecture worldwide. In architecture, Bauhaus completely changed building design. Modern materials such as steel, glass, and concrete began to be widely used. Bauhaus buildings are characterized by clean structures, large windows, straight lines, and open space. The goal was to create functional, comfortable environments adapted to modern life. Despite its success, the Bauhaus School was closed in 1933 due to pressure from the Nazi regime, which considered its art too modern and un-German. Many of its teachers emigrated, especially to the United States, where they continued spreading its ideas. Because of this, Bauhaus did not disappear. Instead, it expanded internationally and became the foundation of modern global design. The movement also promoted the use of modern materials and mass production, making good design more accessible to people. Many modern buildings, logos, furniture pieces, and digital designs still reflect Bauhaus principles today. Its focus on simplicity, practicality, and innovation continues to inspire artists, architects, and designers around the world. Despite its success, the Bauhaus School was closed in 1933 due to pressure from the Nazi regime, which considered its art too modern and un-German. Many of its teachers emigrated, especially to the United States, where they continued spreading its ideas. Because of this, Bauhaus did not disappear. Instead, it expanded internationally and became the foundation of modern global design. When I think about Bauhaus art, one of the first things that comes to my mind is the beauty of its colors and geometric shapes, because they remind me a lot of stained glass windows. Stained glass has the ability to combine intense colors with defined lines and creating harmonious and luminous compositions, and I feel that Bauhaus achieves something very similar, even though they belong to different contexts, but transmit a very special artistic feeling through the simplicity of forms and visual balance. I consider Bauhaus architecture extremely pleasant to eyes because of its simplicity and organization. Many times, when people think about art or architecture, they believe something must be overly decorated to look elegant, but Bauhaus proves the opposite. Its buildings use clean lines, open space, and geometric structures to create a feeling of order and tranquility. Personally, I find that very attractive because it combines visual peace and makes everything look modern, functional, and aesthetic at the same time. Another thing that really catch my attention is how this artistic movement combines functionality and beauty without losing elegance. Every element has a purpose. Nothing is placed only as decoration. That idea of less is more makes space makes spaces feel cleaner and more comfortable. And even today, many modern designs continue to be inspired by Bauhaus precisely because its style never looks outdated. In my opinion, the greatness of Bauhaus lies in showing that simplicity can also be beautiful, and its colors, shapes, and architecture create an organized and harmonious visual experience that continues to impact people even today. In conclusion, Bauhaus was much more than an art school. It was a cultural revolution that changed the way we live and design the world. Its core idea of combining art, technology, and functionality remains essential today. Thanks to this movement, we understand that design should not only be beautiful but also useful, accessible, and create to improve people's lives.